Hello and welcome everyone to another wonderful video brought to you by FM Daniel Rensch via Chess.com. And today we are concluding our series on the principle of two weaknesses. Yay! No more Danny for a while. Great. Yeah. No, just joking. Seriously though. Alright, well, this is our bonus video, as we call, and I call it the bonus video because you could probably categorize this particular endgame, which I think is a really instructive endgame and really interesting. We're going to cover a lot of different important ideas, including focusing mainly on the contrasting styles of the bishop and the knight, which I always liked because I always felt like there was a limited amount of material on knights and bishops when they play against each other. You can find a lot on bishops and obstacle bishop endings, and a lot of times with the knights and how they contrast against each other. But the bishop versus knight, I think there are some beliefs out there and some myths out there that aren't necessarily true, and there are some that are out there but aren't necessarily emphasized about how important they really are. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. And of course, we're talking about the theme of principle to weaknesses, and that's what we're going to start with is exactly what our mindset should be when we're trying to convert a small advantage, and trying to take the time to recognize what the possible second weakness is. It's actually, I've given this position to players that are roughly 1800 and better who've misevaluated who's better in this endgame, believe it or not. So I guess I'll ask you to ask yourself real quick, who do you think is better? And, make a decision in your mind real quick, so I'm about to tell you the answer. But white is better here. In fact, white is much better. Despite having this awkwardly placed bishop, you might say, on c2, where normally we don't like it when our bishop is blocked by all of our pawns, and this knight is such a beautiful beast here, hitting the c4 pawn, and we all know how well the knight does in blockading positions, and indeed that is true. That is a myth that is not That is a myth that is not overrated. In fact, I guess it's not a myth. It is true. The knight does very well in positions of blockading. However, what's interesting to note is that just blockading a passed pawn without any other pieces to bring in to target that anchor. For example, you might recognize a structure like this from some variations of the Nimzo Indian, where black will actually, bring the other knight around the board somehow, to get it to a place where maybe at some point it could come here to a5 and take really long maneuvering journey trips so that both pieces can attack a weakness. That's an example of a knight. But even without a knight, other pieces could come here and attack this pawn. And if that is the case, then the blockading beast on d6 is indeed a very, very good piece. However, the problem is without any other targets, without any other ability to increase that pressure, the knight is only doing what we first said it was doing. It's blockading. Well, blockading is what? It's a defensive word. You're blockading, and that means that white is better because he is the one with the passed pawn here.
We hope you enjoyed this video demo from Chess.com. Subscribe today to finish this video and get unlimited access to our full video library. Your membership also includes access to Chess Mentor, the most advanced interactive training tool available anywhere. You'll also get full access to the Opening Explorer, Tactics Trainer, and much, much more. So sign up today and get serious about improving your game.